precision, my good friend, in your speech, the way in which you choose and use those words. That's what truly matters in the end of the day. In a world that's already beset with all kinds of maladies and adversities, it's vicissitudes that's telling us that it's not a luxury to be verbally competent, but it's an absolute necessity. Life in all its grandeur and glory, with all its ventures and adventures, is telling us that it's a necessity to be in control. To be in control of our thoughts. Those very thoughts that will determine our actions. Those very actions that are going to lead to destinations, which are nothing but our destinies. And as human beings, as mortal beings on this planet, amidst innumerable galaxies, we're usually left at the mercy of beating each other up, hurting each other. And there's a lot of that going on in the world, isn't there? And one sure way to, hopefully and ideally speaking, reduce a little bit of that suffering and pain is to control our thoughts, so that by virtue of that we can control our actions. And, well, one sure way to control our actions perhaps could be to be in control of the process, the cognitive and linguistic process, which actually shapes those thoughts into action on the tip of our tongues, which is language. You see, language isn't just the architecture of our cognition or imagination. It's not just the scaffolding of our thoughts, because it's also the framework with which we introduce clarity, which is an important thing when you come to think of it, because it's the end goal of our communications, to be clear in our messages so there won't be any misunderstanding, and hopefully there will be more of understanding, which is what the world is missing, maybe lacking. And you see, my friend, if you and I cannot properly, that is clearly, articulate our thoughts, what this means is that, well, either we are not in control of our thoughts, or we don't even know what they are. And perhaps even far worse, we don't even know what we are capable of thinking. And we don't want that. We can't afford that. So how about making an effort, collectively, shall we, to sharpen those words, to sculpt and polish those sentences, and to bridge those gaps where we're being separated, to boldly, if possible, build those bridges where there is none, so that together, hopefully, we can strive to find meaning by mastering and manifesting those magical, marvelous moments of making meaningful moments through our human interactions and verbal conversations. What do you think?